What is going on there, guys, and welcome back. So in our previous tutorial we successfully created a connection, and in these tutorials I'm going to show you guys how to actually uh, verify the login details. So I'm going to switch back to our application here. I'm going to switch back to this one, then click on the source. I'm going to write a private method which is void, which is going to be void. Then I'm going to say maybe confirm user login. It's going to take two parameters, which is going to be string user name, okay, just user, and then another string password. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say connection. I'm just going to call it con equals to let me instantiate the db class dot get connection. So what I'm simply doing is just to reference this connection here. All right, let me import this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to create a statement. If you don't understand what connection, statement, and everything we are doing here, if you don't understand them, just look at my blog, cschool.com. Then you read about database. So you'll be able to get familiarized with that. So I'm just going to create a statement. Then I'm going to call it st equals to con dot create statement. So that is that. And all right, let me import this also. So it's telling me to try and catch an exception, so I'm going to do that very quick. So I'm going to say surround with block. All right, so the next thing is I'm going to create a result set. So a connection is simply a link or a link between your program and your database. Then a statement is simply refers to maybe as a cat that delivers SQL statement for execution. So if you have any SQL statement, is this statement that is going to execute it. While the result set is used to retrieve the information that the statement objects executes. So anyways, that is just a simple explanation. If you don't understand it, I want you to click on the link below, go to my website, and then read more about database. Anyway, so I'm going to use the st statement to execute an SQL. So I'm just going to add this also. Let me import it. Alright, so we have this, and the next thing I'm going to do is simply to put my SQL statements here. Alright, so I just pasted this SQL statements here. So what is all about is select username, password from login details, where username equals user and pass equals pass. So what it simply means is select the username from and the password from login details. So login details is our table, the table that we created, where the username equals the username that the person enters, and then the password that the person enters also. So when we are running this code, then we are going to provide these two arguments. So anyways, if you don't get it, just leave me a comment and I'll be able to answer it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable here, maybe int, call it count. Then I'm going to use a while loop, rs.next. rs.next is simply going to loop through all the rows in our database, and if anyone is found, it's going to increment this count by 1. So all right, let me initialize that, and then return int. So I'm just going to return the int here. Let me see, I'm just going to return count. So this is the way I love doing mine, and I want you guys to do these same steps. So I'm just going to do a recap of what I've done here. So the first thing I did is to create a connection to our database, then use a statement in order to pass in our SQL codes, and then use result set here to retrieve any results that the SQL statement will process. So the statement is simply select username and password, because that is what we are verifying. We are verifying the username and also the password from the login details table that we created in our previous tutorials, where is just a condition which is used to test where the username is equals to this. So if the username is not equals to this, that means the user is not going to be confirmed. And also if the password is not equals to the password that we have in our database, is not going to be confirmed. So when that is done, I'm using this while loop to loop through the whole rows in our table, but in our normal sense we only have one row. But if you have thousands of rows, then the while loop is going to loop through it one after the other. So if any of this condition is met, then it's going to increment this data by 1. So since we have one row, it's going to increment it by 1, and then it's going to return the number. Anyway, so that is the methods that we've successfully created. In our next tutorials, I'm going to show you guys how to make use of this method when a user clicks a button and what is going to happen. So don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave me comments, and don't forget to share and like the videos. Catch you later.